Welcome back to Newsroom. I'm Chelsea Smith with your Middle East U.S. entertainment news here on YouTube. I air on Fridays, bringing you the latest on reforms and economics of Iraq based on reports put out by the Middle East news media outlets. I do this weekly review and it's based off my interest. Thank you everyone for joining me. Last week we talked about the energy sector, free gas sector, new joint stock companies and stock exchanges, long-term investments, U.S. Federal Reserve, and the Swiss system. Tourism in 2025, red to orange, expediting 2025 budget tables, oil export crisis, and the gold reserves. There's a lot going on there. Let's take a look at this week's headlines. President Abdul Latif Rashid met with Klaus Schwab, the president of the World Economic Forum, during his participation in the forum's work in Davos. Rashid stresses the importance of forums in bringing together world leaders and major economic organizations to achieve economic integration and strengthening economies. He emphasizes Iraq's security and stability, progress in infrastructure, energy, environment, and services, and improving citizens' living conditions. He also highlighted Iraq's role into investments and the private sector through legislative and executive facilities. Schwab praises Iraq's distinguished participation in the forum and emphasizes its importance in achieving development in various economic and social aspects. The Kurdistan spokesman Bassem al-Aladwi denies claims by the Kurdistan government, the KRG, that Baghdad representatives obstructed amendments related to the oil exports. Al-Alawi emphasizes the federal government's commitment in transparency and the budget law, urging complies and revenue sharing provisions. Meanwhile, the KRG rejected unilateral changes to the draft law, accusing Baghdad of violating prior agreements. The federal government called on the parliament to approve amendments swiftly, stressing national interest that highlights ongoing disputes over oil and revenue sharings between Baghdad and Erbil. Iraq has been recognized as a stable and safe country by the UK, which downgrades its security risk levels. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani's advisor highlights Iraq's growing appeal for interest, investment, and tourism, citing progress in security and economy and international relations. Baghdad is set to host major events like the Arab Tourism Capital and the Arab Summit in 2025, signaling a better future for the nation. The UK's decision to downgrade Iraq's security level signals growing confidence in the country's stability, creating new opportunities for foreign investments, as Iraq's position itself is a hub for tourism and regional events like the Arab Summit 2025, improving security climates that could attract international business, boost investors' confidence, and accelerate economic growth. The milestone underscores the government's progress in fostering a safe and attractive environment for long-term financial prosperities. Earlier this week, the Central Bank of Iraq dismissed rumors about closing exchange outlets or transferring operations to exchange companies. It clarifies that there's no such decision has been made and emphasizing expanding cash delivery services through ATMs, POS machines, and authorized outlets across Iraq. The bank urges the public to rely on official sources for accurate updates. This move reflects Iraq's central bank focus on enhancing financial accessibility and inclusion. By expanding services points in underserved areas, the inclusion supports economic stability and builds trust in Iraq's financial infrastructure. The Central Bank of Iraq unrevealed new banknote features, advanced security elements, including tactic marks for visual impaired, printed on high-quality paper. These notes will coexist with current currency, with no plans to withdraw older versions. The public is urged to report counterfeit activity and will have an amped time to adapt to the changes. This initiative strengthens confidence in Iraq's financial system by enhancing security and accessibility. The improved notes align with the central bank's goals of ensuring stability, combating counterfeiting, and supporting economic growth. Iraq's Federal Supreme Audit Bureau announced a new unified accounting system aligned with international standards using 140 countries currently in trial phases. It will become mandatory in 2026. The system enhances transparency, good governance, and capabilities with global practice, attracting foreign investment. This adoption of international accounting standards positions Iraq for a greater economic growth integration. By improving transparency and comparability, the system could attract foreign investors, boost confidence in the markets, and promote sustainable economic growth. We keep talking about this. A delegation from the Kurdistan Regional Government, led by Finance Minister, traveled to Baghdad to discuss amendments to the budget law and resolve issues, including regional employee salaries. Decisions aim to address financial obstacles and strengthen cooperation between Baghdad and Erbil. Now, these financial ongoing negotiations are critical for stabilizing the financial relations and ensuring timely salary distributions in the Kurdistan region. Resolving these disputes can enhance fiscal transparency, promote regional economic growth, and support unified national development. Iraq has achieved major milestones, transactions $10 trillion through electronic payments in government sectors, with projections of 30 to 40% increase by next year. The government's accelerating digit transformation introduces electronic payment cards for students and mandating payment devices in pharmacies. Meanwhile, the Federal Audit's Office launched a trial of unified accounting systems aligned with international standards to become mandatory by 2026. Iraq's digital payment pushes enhanced financial transparency and efficiency, making the country more attractive for investors. The unified accounting system supports global integration, signaling a commitment to monitoring the financial sector. Challenges remain, but solutions are underway, ensuring sustained economic progress. After months of political disputes, Iraq's House of Representatives voted Tuesday on 3 controversial laws. These included the amendments of the Personal Status Law, a real estate restitution law, and change to general amnesty law. The legislation has faced repeated delays in previous sessions and sparked significant debates among political blocs and civil organizations. Tuesday's votes mark a breakthrough in resolving lingering legislative gridlocks. Khalil Abraham al-Abadi critiques Iraq's reliance on the central bank auctions, a system introduced post-occupation that undermines the economy. Instead, he praises the central bank's recent shift away from auctions, advocating for stronger gold-backed dinar and reforms in import practice. Al-Abadi called the prioritizing national productions, imposing protective tariffs, and ensuring import oversights. His bold proposal redenominating the dinar to equal the dollar, leveraging sovereign reserves and documentary imports process to stabilize the currency and boost public confidence. This is a clear message that Iraq must prioritize economic sovereignty and currency reforms to secure a stable future. And President Trump officially took office as the 47th President of the United States. The Kurdistan Regional President, Narjadin Barzani, congratulated him, emphasizing the strong partnership and shared values. Financial experts note this alliance could booster the U.S. investments in the Kurdistan, supporting regional stability and economic growth. The Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani extends his congratulations to the U.S. President Donald Trump, highlighting Iraq's commitment to strategic ties under the Framework Agreement. Al-Sudani emphasizes cooperation in security, economy, and development while respecting sovereignty. With Trump's promise of a new U.S. direction, Iraq seeks strengthened collaborations in technology, investment, and sustainability. Are we seeing a peace team boost? President Trump has appointed Megan Ortegas as the Deputy Special Presidential Envoy for Middle East Peace. Despite past criticism, Trump emphasizes her strong Republican support and expertise in national security. Joining the peace team led by Steve Ortegas will focus on resolving the Gaza conflict, restructuring efforts, and advance Trump's vision of a historic Israeli-Saudi Arabia peace deal. Trump expressed optimism, saying, "I expect great results and soon." And that's all for today. Stay tuned and updated as these stories develop, and remember to follow us for the latest news and analysts. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. From all of us here, take care and stay informed. Make sure you join us Fridays, 4 p.m. with Newsroom Updates with Chelsea Smith, Entertainment News.